Uh, Good evening once again and warm welcome to everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, so I am audible as well as you can see me now. Are you able to see my presentation? If you could confirm, it will be great. Are you able to see my slides presentation?
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
Yes, sir. Able to see.
Yes, it's visible.
Acha, it is visible. Okay, great. Thank you. So we will wait for another 2-3 minutes for participants to join. They were telling me they were having difficulty uh, because of some issue in the Zoom. Meanwhile, you are free to introduce yourself uh, if you are comfortable, or you can use the chat box as well.
Hi, sir. This is Harish.
Hi, Harish.
I am a professional in the garment industry,
Okay,
and yeah, I'm running my export house, a very small export unit. You can.
wow, that's great.
I'm from Delhi,
Okay, that's wonderful.
right? Sir. Thank
So
you so much.
it must be really very hot there.
it is. It is. Sir. It is a kind of hot, right? It's 44 degrees,
Right.
not as compared to the Bombay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So you are free to introduce yourself. You can use the chat box or you can unmute and share.
Hi, my name is Dilpreet. I'm from Delhi.
Hi.
I'm into multiple professions. I'm into job as well as business.
Okay.
I'm just here to explore what NLP can do.
Right.
Because long time back, I was introduced to NLP at my office.
Right.
Then I did a small NLP course with some. I don't remember the name of the facilitator, but they provided a certificate, but couldn't practice because it's all how much you practice it can help you out.
Right.
I wanted to
Okay.
explore what exactly this NLP can help in fine tuning ourselves.
Right. Right. So thank you very much, Dilpreet, for sharing. So definitely the most important part is uh, doing practice so that you remember the techniques. So what we do is participants when they attend a certification course, we do regular practice sessions so that participants who have attended our programs learn the techniques, they can come back again and practice with each other so that they remember. And plus, if they while using the techniques, if they come across any issues or some queries or some challenges, we can support them. Thank you, Dilpreet, for
So,
joining in and for sharing about yourself. So we will start. Once again, thank you very much and warm welcome to each and every one of you for participating in this session, especially on a Saturday evening. You could have been doing anything, but you chose to attend this program. That shows that uh, you are really, really eager to know something, know and learn something new. Dr. Kinjan Patel. Yeah, thank you very much. You're from Gujarat. Thank you very much for joining in. So what we are going to do is we are going to today understand what is subconscious mind, what are the powers of subconscious mind, and how we can explore, how we can use these powers to tap the untapped potential which we all as human beings we have. So I'm going to share in next 5 minutes something about Apollo leadership training and consulting, then about me, and then we will get into the course. So, Apollo Leadership Training and Consulting, we provide customized training interventions training programs for the corporates. Our core skill is expertise is designing the training program as per the organization's need and delivering the training program. We do lot of training programs, leadership development programs. One of our flagship program is long term leadership development, where we cover 16 skills, leadership skills, which are identified as mandatory or essential by Harvard Business School, in 6 days, one day every month, along with one-to-one coaching. This is what we were doing it in classroom pre-COVID. We also do one-to-one coaching and counseling sessions, transformation workshop, NLP certification course, which I am going to tell you in the end. During COVID times, we have delivered more than 100 sessions. Under NLP, we did a lot of sessions. Self-development, we did sessions like how to turn our dreams into reality, building self-confidence, power of habits. Under leadership, we did 4 programs. One is personality types, communication and leadership, leadership maps, right leadership, and conflict management and leadership. Some unique sessions like law of karma, love languages, emotional wellness, and so on. We also provide entire learning consultancy to small and medium organizations, where we do the entire training and training need analysis, designing training programs, training calendar, delivering the program, measuring the effectiveness of training delivered, and also doing pre and post assessments. Also identify internal trainers within the organization and help them design and deliver the content, so that technical trainings are conducted internally by their own team. I am Sanjay Goel. This is about me. I was associated with Franklin Covey, Dr. Stephen Covey's organization, famous for 7 habits of highly effective people, and also Dr. Paul Hersey's situational leadership. I am a certified NLP and hypnosis practitioner. Some of the companies I have done training programs are Flipkart, SBI, Jindal Steels, Reliance, BPCL. Recently, I did couple of sessions for Sher Khan as well. You can join our WhatsApp group, LinkedIn group, Facebook group, Telegram group, the one which you use frequently, and stay connected so that you get updates about our programs. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn. I do a lot of one-to-one counseling sessions. I have done more than 500 one-to-one counseling sessions, 300 online sessions, and more than 1000 days of classroom training. I help people deal with past painful memories, helping them deal with psychosomatic diseases, sleep disorders, dealing with fear, dealing with stress, overthinking, negativity, improving relationship, helping them with their health issues, helping people to find purpose, aim of their life, helping them finding out solutions to the problems, helping them see the opportunities around them, helping them achieve their goals and dreams, and being successful in their life. You help them attract health, wealth, money, happiness, and success. Help them improve their communication with self, others, and the environment. So today we are here to understand the power of subconscious mind with NLP. So to understand NLP, let us understand how our mind works. Our mind can be divided into 2 parts. This is how our mind can be represented, and it can be divided into 2 parts. One is the conscious mind and the other one is the unconscious mind. Now unconscious mind and subconscious mind both are same. Yeah, I'm so sorry. So if our mind could be represented by a circle, this is how it would look. 10% is conscious mind and 90% is unconscious mind. Now unconscious mind and subconscious mind both are same. we use the word interchangeably, representing the same thing. Now, what is the difference between conscious mind and unconscious mind? So, our unconscious mind acts like a storage device. For example, when we use a smartphone, it has a storage or a memory, right? It stores photographs, messages, pictures, that images, I mean, videos, so that when you want to see them, you can go back and see those videos. So there is a lot of information stored, so that whenever you need it, you can retrieve the information. So similarly, our unconscious mind acts like a storage device. Whatever information has been processed by our conscious mind, it gets stored in our unconscious for future reference. So whenever we need it, our unconscious mind can go back and retrieve that information. Now, how these two minds are different? Our conscious mind is something which is logical, which is reasoning, which takes decisions after logical thinking. So right now you are thinking about whatever I am saying, whatever the thinking process is happening at the conscious level. This is done by our conscious mind. Now what does our unconscious mind do? Our unconscious mind is creative, our unconscious mind is imaginative, and our unconscious mind is emotional. Now how do we know that our unconscious mind is creative and imaginative? So for this, you can just close your eyes for a couple of seconds. So कुछ seconds के लिए you can close your eyes. After you have closed your eyes, think about an elephant. Think about a monkey sitting on an elephant. Imagine a monkey sitting on an elephant eating an apple happily. Imagine the color of the elephant to be pink. See the color of the elephant becoming pink. Pink elephant, monkey sitting on an elephant and happily eating an apple. Now you can open your eyes and tell me what did you see. You can use the chat box or you can unmute and tell me. When I was telling you about pink elephant, monkey, apple, what did you see when you closed your eyes? Okay, so Dalpreet says,
we have
yeah, unable to imagine, so no problems. Others, what did you see? What did you imagine?
you said pink color of the elephant.
Yeah,
I was imagining the pink color how it could be,
okay,
how elephant look like.
right. Thank you. So you were able to see a pink elephant, monkey, and apple, right?
True.
Yeah, thank you. So what did others see? Were you able to see a monkey and elephant? Now even if you are able to see a monkey sitting on an elephant, it itself shows that our unconscious mind is creative, because uh, very unlikely that we would have seen a monkey sitting on an elephant and happily eating an apple, right? So whatever we created this shows that our unconscious mind is imaginative and creative. So my request will be, see, I have allowed you all to unmute yourself at any point of time. There is a way where I can speak, you can listen, and we can close the session very quickly, and that will be the end of it. The other way is that we can interact. So you can share using the chat box or you can unmute, so that it becomes a two-way communication, which becomes very interesting, exciting. You can ask questions, you can share your experience, and when we get into the demo at the end of the program, during the program, you can keep your videos on, so that when I give you suggestions, we can have a group demo, and you can see the power of the you can experience the power of NLP right now during this session itself. So how does it sound? Making the session interactive, you can unmute or you can use the chat box, share. How does it sound? Good?
Very good, sir.
Thank you. So I got only one response. Yeah,
So it's very good.
yeah, thank you. Thank you, Bhanu. for your response and the chat box. So let's try to keep it a two-way communication, right? All things imagined. Dr. Kinjal says thank you very much. Yeah. So this shows that our unconscious mind is creative and imaginative. How do we know that our unconscious mind is emotional? So one beautiful example is when we watch movies, right? There are some movies which are so emotional, which makes us so emotional that many times we come at the verge of crying. We become sad, and sometimes we actually start crying. Very recently this happened when I saw this movie Kesari, right? So where very few of our uh, warriors, Sikh warriors, fight the war, knowing that anyway they are going to lose this war and they are going to die, but they valiantly, bravely fight this war and kill so many of their enemies and prevent their enemies from taking up that fort. So that was very thing, and the last scene, that was very 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 inspiring and kind of making you feel sad also, and it was so inspiring that it moves you. Now when you are watching that movie, we know that it is not happening in real. It happened probably 100 200 years ago, but even though it makes you so emotional at that point. So this shows that our unconscious mind is uh, emotional. It stores emotions, right? So when we are watching a movie just now, uh, our conscious or logic stops working when we become emotional. That is why it is said that when you are in an emotional state, you are too happy or you are too sad, too angry, don't take any decisions. Let your emotions settle down and then you can take a decision. All those intuitions which we have, that gut feeling, that comes from our unconscious mind. In fact, 96% of whatever we do comes from our unconscious mind. So our unconscious mind works 24/7. When our conscious goes to sleep, we also go to sleep, but our unconscious mind is still working. It is doing all the multitasking, automatic responses, automatic movements. Like right now when I am talking to you, I am breathing, my heart is pumping, the snacks which I had in the afternoon or the evening is getting digested. So all this is happening automatically. So this is controlled by our unconscious mind. I pick some object which is hot. Before I know that it is hot, I will immediately drop. That is automatic response. That is controlled by our unconscious mind. All the habits are stored in our unconscious mind. In fact, our thinking patterns are also controlled, stored in our unconscious mind. We all have a unique way of thinking, right? Sometimes when we discuss about a person which we should not do at his back, we when we are talking, we generally say, अरे वो तो ऐसे ही सोचता है. That is how he always thinks. So that thinking pattern is also stored in our unconscious mind. He behaves like this only. So that is what is stored in our unconscious mind. Whatever we do, 96% of that is controlled by unconscious mind. Isn't it huge? All involuntary control movements are controlled by our unconscious mind. Very little we do it consciously every day, just 4% or even less than that. Isn't it huge? Now see how our mind works. We receive information from our senses. Our conscious mind will process this information and store this information in our unconscious mind for future reference. Right. So whatever information we receive, our conscious mind will process it and store it in unconscious mind for future reference. Like when we work on a computer, so we will prepare a document and store it for our future reference. Whenever we need it, we can refer it, or we can also edit it or make changes so that our workload is reduced. Same thing, if the information is stored in our unconscious mind. For example, see, what do you see in this image? You can use the chat box or you can unmute as well and tell me what do you see in this image.
Three tomatoes and a triangle.
So definitely we see tomatoes and triangle. How do we know that these are tomatoes?
The slices of tomato.
Yeah, so how do you know that these are slices of tomato?
Because we have seen it in past.
Thank you very much. So thank you very much for sharing. So because we have seen them in past, so what our conscious mind has done is, as soon as we have seen these slices, our conscious mind has gone automatically in unconscious, picked the tomatoes, images of tomato, and uh, that is how our conscious has told us, okay, these are tomatoes. If you think a little more, you can even remember how this tomato tastes when you eat it, right? When you eat it raw and when you eat it when it is used with other vegetables, how does it taste? You can even remember that, right? Khatta meetha. And you also see a triangle. Now the question is, have I really drawn a triangle there? You can say yes or no on the chat box as well. Do you think I have there is a I have drawn a triangle there? So all things imagined, right? No, right? So actually, if you think about it, I have not really drawn a triangle. Then why are we seeing a triangle? So what our conscious mind has done is, when it has gone to search about the information, it also came across the geometric figure triangle which we have seen in the past, and that is how it has picked up the triangle as well. So this is how our mind works. Our conscious mind will process the information, store the information in our unconscious mind for future reference, right? For example, if you look at this picture carefully for 10-15 seconds, what do you see?
Animal.
You see a dog, right? You see a canine, an animal, a dog, right? Now very interesting part is that in this image you see a dog immediately, right? So when you look at this picture, probably after 10-15 seconds, you see the entire dog. It is not that see first you see the legs, then the body, then the face. You see the complete dog in one go, right? So somebody is able to see cow also. So thank you very much for that. So this is how it is. So our mind will go search for the information uh, for the reference, right? So this happens automatically. So when I am going to see a tomato, automatically I am going to recognize it, right? There is no way that I can control this process. So I cannot see a tomato and imagine a orange, because on this process I have no control. It happens automatically, right? Now when I talk about positive emotions and negative emotions, can you give me some examples of negative emotions? What are the negative emotions? Some examples. So anger, thank you very much, is a negative emotion. Some more examples. Jealousy, thank you, Dilpreet. So anger, jealousy are definitely negative emotions. Fear, thank you. Overthinking, thank you, Asha, for that. So let's see what I have. Stress, thank you. Being oversensitive, you can say, can also be a negative emotion. Yeah. Now if I have some of them in front of me. Now look at this hatred. Yeah. Now look at this emotions, right? And tell me, are they really negative? So think about these emotions. Are they really negative? In other words, are they of any use to us? कुछ हमारे काम के हैं क्या ये इमोशंस? आर दे ऑफ एनी यूज टू अस? Few at times they are. Yes, no, okay. Some more responses. What do you think? Are these emotions unnecessary, really negative, not required? But we need sometimes, okay. They are useless, but we are into it, okay. Okay. Now look at this. Is fear really a negative emotion? If somebody ties a rope between two buildings, right? These buildings are, uh, say, 7-floor buildings, and they tell you, okay, walk on this rope. Will you walk? Or they may put a plank. The plank is at least a feet, so that you can walk comfortably on that. Still, will you walk? Or if you don't have any fear, right? You fear nothing, and you cross the road. What will happen? Say all the fear from you is removed. Hypothetically, now you are crossing the street. What will happen? Will you follow signal? What do you think? Yes or no? If we have practice or we are equipped, then it's a different story. So if we have not practiced, or if we are not equipped, if there is no safety rope, and even if there is a safety harness, but still we will fear crossing it, right? Because that fear is necessary, because it protects us, right? Because of that fear, when we cross the road, we are careful, because we know a passing vehicle can hit me and I can die. When I feel guilty, what happens? What is the purpose of guilt? What is the purpose of guilt? How does the guilt serve us? To avoid mistakes in future. Thank you very much. So what happens? Guilt prevents us from doing same thing again. I do something wrong. I steal your money. I feel guilty. I decide I will not do it again. So that prevents you from making same mistake again. How does shame benefit me? Shame benefits me because I have shame. That is why I am wearing clothes and sitting in front of you. If I had no shame, I would remove the clothes and I would be in front of you. Regret. How does regret help me? I regret doing something. I will not do it again. I feel sad about something. That tells me, okay, that tells me that I am sad, something is wrong. I need to change that. I am missing someone. Jealousy. How does jealousy help us? So when I see somebody and I feel jealous, I can do, because of the jealousy, I can try to be better than the other person. If a woman, she is slightly overweight, she is overweight, she sees a girl, young girl, in perfect shape or better shape, she will feel jealous. If this feeling of jealousy can make her work harder so that she can come back into the shape. When we have frustration, when we get frustrated, means what we are doing is not giving me the results. So I need to, frustration tell me that I need to change something, right? Change something in my life. So if you look at all these negative emotions give us something signal that there is something we need to change in our lives, right? They serve some purpose, like the positive emotions. So guilt, fear, loneliness tells me that okay, there is something wrong. I need to make some more friends. I am feeling lonely. I need to make some meaningful relationships. Right. So these negative emotions are necessary for our survival. They are very important. They help us survive. But the problem then, why do we say that these negative emotions are harmful? Because once we start getting into a negative state, because our mind is designed to think negative more than positive, we get into a deeper circle. So it's like a well, a spiral. As you start thinking negative, you will start going deeper and deeper, become more and more negative. And the more you become negative, the more it becomes difficult for you to come out of that negativity. It kinds of holds you, controls you. You cannot uh, you cannot be in a state of happiness all the time. You cannot be in a state of peace all the time, satisfaction all the time. But you can continue to be in a negative state for a longer period of time, so long that if you don't take help, you may even continue and even go deeper and deeper, having a lot of complexities. I will give you another example how negative emotions are important. Suppose I eat an apple without realizing that something toxic has gone inside that apple. As soon as I eat that apple, which has some toxic chemicals gone inside it, and I don't know, I just ate it, what will happen? So thank you very much. Reaction. So what will? So you are right. Reaction. So what exactly will happen? So as soon as we eat an apple which has some toxic chemicals, how will our body react? So reaction true. So how will our body react? Illness. So thank you very much. So we will feel ill. We will feel like vomiting, nauseating. We can have fear, stomach upset. The stomach upset so high that we will find it difficult, pain, cramps, and we have to go to the doctor, take medicine. So doctor will say, okay, you may have ate uh, something which is harmful for your body. So let's take care of that first. Probably they will remove it. You will feel better, and you will recover in 2-3 days. If you eat a toxic apple and all these symptoms don't happen, then what will happen to you? Suppose your body doesn't give those symptoms, what will happen to you? आपने कोई टॉक्सिक चीज़ खा ली लेकिन आपकी बॉडी ने ये सब सिम्टम्स नहीं बताए, तो क्या होगा? What do you think? Yeah, Harish.
Acceptance, accepted by the body.
Accepted by the body. is it? But the toxic chemical is inside your body. So that toxic chemical will not be identified. It will continue to stay in your body, continue to damage your body, right? To a extent that that damage can become irreparable. Right. So similarly, when we have this negative emotion, that tells us that there is something wrong, we need to fix something up. Like when we ate a rotten apple, so toxic chemicals went inside us. So all those symptoms told us that we need some physical, we need help, we need to go to the doctor. Now what is the how this physical, whenever we have physical problems, because the problems are unbearable, you have pain in your tooth, you can't bear it, you have to go to the doctor. When you have fever, you can't get up from the bed, so you have to go. When you have a stomach upset, you have to go, you have no option. But when you have excess of negativity, because it doesn't create that kind of urgency, you say okay, बाद में देखते हैं, let's continue with what we have, let's continue with what we have, because those doesn't kind of switch that emergency button, emergency alarm. So this was part 1, why negative emotions are required. Now because we are designed to think more negative than positive, how does it affect us, right? So how does it affect us? If I want to achieve something extraordinary in my life, right, now how do I define extraordinary? Extraordinary is something which I can only imagine, very difficult, literally impossible to be there, right? So if I need to have this extraordinary success, what is more important? Is it logical thinking or is it imagination? What is more important?
Logical thinking.
Logical thinking. Thank you. What else? Any other? So Asha says imagination, Harish says logical thinking. Any other responses? What do you think? What is more important?
I would also go with imagination.
You will also go with imagination. Thank you very much. Swani says imagination. Thank you. Now, why imagination is more important than logical thinking? Dr. Kinjal says imagination. Thank you. So, why do you think imagination is so important than logical thinking?
It will give more possibilities.
It will give more possibilities. Yeah, thank you very much. So, what happens is, so you are right there. So, what happens when I start thinking about extraordinary success? What will my logical mind say? If I start, for example, I will give you one example, right? So I go to a petrol pump every alternate day or every third day to get my car filled, right? So there, in the same petrol pump, almost same time I go, so I see a young attendant every day. So he's very courteous, smiling, and very positive. I feel good about that person. So as now I go there frequently and kind of I have started knowing that person, I one day ask that person casually, okay, yeah, so what are you doing nowadays? So he would say that okay, I'm studying. So you casually ask him, what do you want to become? What do you want to be in your life? So he says, I want to own a refinery one day where I will manufacture petrol and distribute it to the petrol pump. Now you come out of this petrol pump driving, what goes into your mind about that boy and what he just said?
A logical mind will say that it's not possible. Look what he's thinking about. But the imagination mind will remind us that about Dhirubhai Mali.
Right. So that's thank you very much. So okay, so you are right there. So how many petrol attendant uh, can become or have become Dhirubhai Ambani? What are the odds?
1 in millions.
One in millions, or probably one in crore, right? One in billion, you can say, not even million. So as soon as you come out of that petrol pump, your logical thinking, your uh, your logical thinking, your mind, your thinking process will be like, has this guy gone mad? Right? Today he doesn't have enough to survive. He is working in the petrol pump and he is paying his fees. Right? In such a situation, he is really out of his mind to think about owning a refinery and a kind of manufacturing oil or petrol and distributing it to the petrol pumps, right? So we would say that probably he is out of his mind, impossible, right? So that's what happens when we start thinking about extraordinary success about ourselves. Our logical mind will start telling us why this will not happen. So the success, success starts with imagination. So how it goes is, first you allow your mind to imagine or create. Now when I say imagination, it's like most of the people have a wrong notion that because we have power of imagination we can imagine anything and everything. So that's not true. Not everybody can imagine anything and everything. That petrol pump attendant had that capability of imagining that thing. Not everybody, not every petrol pump attendant would have the power to imagine something extraordinary. So it's like you start, first you dream, and then you start your logical thinking on how to make this dream a success, instead of applying logical thinking to your dream. So you imagine first and then start applying your logical thinking. So what is it that you want in your life? Start imagining that and then start applying. Now since I know that this is what I want, how can I make it a reality in my life? So that is why imagination becomes more important than logic. And this is what not I am saying. This have been said by many great people in this world. One of the greatest scientists ever known is Albert Einstein. He gave importance to imagination. See, when Newton was sitting under a tree resting and an apple fell on his head, he started thinking, right, why this apple fell down? Why didn't it go up? Right? Why didn't it fly back into the sky? Now what does it require to question, to put such a question? What does it require? What does it require? To ask a question, to ask such a question, what does a person require? What do you think? So Newton, when that apple fell on his head, his thought process was, why this apple came down on earth? Now, as a child or as we were growing, before we learnt about gravity, we have dropped so many things, but we never questioned कि ये नीचे क्यों गिरा, ऊपर क्यों नहीं गया. So what does it require to ask such questions? Is it logical thinking or imagination?
It's imagination.
Thank you very much. So it is imagination. So thank you for your response. Yeah, it is imagination, right? So logical thinking will only tell you, okay यार सब जगह पे गिरता है, 1000 बार गिरा है तो ये भी गिरा है. It is the power of imagination that tells you, okay. So power of imagination has that, can break those boundaries. We can start imagining things, right? Yeah. So I was saying that when an apple fell from the tree and fell on Newton's head, Isaac Newton, right? The one who said that there is something called gravity, and he proved it later, right? So when an apple fell on his head, is it logical thinking or is it imagination? When he started questioning that, okay, why this apple fell down, why didn't it go up, what did it require? So I got an answer from Dilpreet that yeah, it is imagination. So imagination has a huge power. But think about it. Do we have, do we allow our imagination? Do we allow this imagination to kind of, uh, when it comes to our dreams or what we want to achieve, do we allow really our mind to uh, break those boundaries and create a life for ourselves? As soon as we start thinking about this, our logical mind will start telling us that somewhere we are going wrong because this looks very impossible. It almost sounds like a Sheikh chilli. Right? Yeah, there are other so many phrases like Mungiri Lal ke Haseen Sapne, right? Which tells you, yeah, these are too far-fetched dreams which we should not see. Dr. Stephen Covey in his book Seven Habits says mental creation precedes physical creation. इस दुनिया में जो भी फिजिकल बनता है पहले वो माइंड में क्रिएट होता है आदमी के, and then it becomes a reality. You can see it. Right. You pick up any book like Think and Grow Rich, Power of Subconscious Mind, Success Through Positive Mental Attitude, books like The Secret, they will, or you read biographies of people, you will feel that okay, somewhere the person had that power to dream beyond. He knew somewhere, okay, even the situation looks adverse against me, right? People are saying that okay, I don't have skill, I don't have knowledge, I don't have personality, but still somewhere there was something which tells me okay, no, I will be able to do it, and there is no logic behind it. So which is the biggest battleground in this world? Which is the biggest battleground in this world? What do you think? So answer to logical thinking, okay, thank you. Which is the biggest battleground in this world? The biggest battleground in this world is human mind, right? Yeah, so you are right, they're taking actions. So
Your own
every time,
thoughts, your own, your
yeah, our own thoughts, yeah, thank you very
yes.
much. So every day we are fighting, right? So should I do this, should I do that? Logical thinking versus imagination, confidence versus overconfidence or underconfidence. So every time we are continuously fighting some battle or the other at the deeper level of our mind. Indecisiveness or lot of negativity, right? To a certain level this negativity is required, it is essential, that is why we have it, right? However, when it starts ruling our actions, when we start feeling ashamed about something we should not, then it's a problem. We get frustrated about something which should not, then there is a problem. We get angry about something we should not, then it becomes a problem. So biggest, now take this example, very interesting. Right now if I search in Google 10 benefits of egg, 10 benefits of eating egg every day, what will I get? If I search in Google now 10 benefits of having egg every day, what will I get? I will get 10 benefits or even more of having egg every day. If I write 10 harmful effects of egg having 10 harmful effects of having egg every day, what will I get? I will get 10 harmful effects of having egg every day. So life is like Google. What you search for, you are going to get. If you start searching in unconscious mind why you can't do it, you will get all the information which will tell you why you can't do it. And if you start searching how you can do it, then you will start getting answers like how you can do it. So when we talk about, we just spoke about imagination and how logic starts interfering as soon as we start imagining. Now see, our unconscious mind is creative and imaginative. It has ability to imagine and create. But our conscious mind controls a lot of it, right? Because all the information is going from conscious to unconscious most of the time, right? So now we start imagining. Now we know that our unconscious mind does 96% of whatever we do. So if our unconscious mind accepts something that this is what we need to do, our whole body, our whole energy, all our mind, our focus will be on that uh, dream or object or goal. And when we are so focused, so passionate about our goal, very unlikely that we will fail, right? However, for something to go in our unconscious mind, it has to pass through conscious mind. And our conscious mind, as soon as it starts receiving the information, it will start interpreting it logically. It will automatically go inside our unconscious mind, search for the information and come out with reasons why it cannot happen. So what do we do then? So what do we do? The solution is very simple. We bypass the conscious, connect directly with the unconscious and give information at the unconscious level. Remove that excess negativity. Change impossible into I am possible by bypassing the conscious and connecting directly with the unconscious. Now today, the world we live in, the stress is the highest, right? Everybody is expected to do so many things in this short time and also achieve so many things. So money, very important. Big house, big car, which gives us status, promotion. There are a lot of things people want, right? If you look at our lives 30 years before, 40 years before, we didn't need so many things. We didn't have so many things to buy. So some amount of money was good enough for us to live a happy, healthy life. But now, the more you earn, the less you feel you have earned. The more you have, the less you feel you have. So the stress is high, really, really high in the modern times. It's a gift to us by our modern world. Plus that COVID has further increased that negativity, that uncertainty in us. Plus when we watch these news channels or through social media, we end up taking a lot of negativity, especially advertisements. Advertisements are designed in a way to sell their product because they make you feel that if you are not using this product, if you don't have this product, that means you are somewhere inferior. That is why people start consuming things like Coca-Cola, Fanta, these all aerated cold drinks, which are actually harmful for our health. Water is much more cheaper, right? And easily available, but we will not buy water. We would buy Coca-Cola because that is what their advertisement says. So when we drink Coca-Cola, we feel proud. We feel that uh, we are somewhere in the status. Movies increasing that negativity. Value system. Value systems now, our society is losing their values. Values are now becoming less and less important when we start comparing our material wealth. Relationships are breaking down, right? 30-40 years before, we were living in joint families. We all were so connected, right? Fathers, brothers, children were our brothers, right? Sometimes equal, sometimes even more close to our own blood brothers and sisters. And we had so many brothers and sisters whom we could talk to, share, ask for support, meet them, talk to them, feel good about it. Human beings are social animals. If you look at our structure today, as soon as we grow up, siblings, right, brothers, sisters, they become competitors. They start competing, asking more from the father's wealth, mother's wealth, whatever they have left, and kind of breaking those relationships further, becoming further apart, living more lives of loners, single lives. Right. Value systems are deteriorating, like we rightly said. Role models. It is not that we don't have role models. We have some really, really good role models. But this media will not show you those role models. So even when they are there, we have little exposure to them. Our role models are like film stars, politicians, and cricketers. And film stars, politicians, and cricketers can do anything and everything for money. So value systems are gone, role models are not there, negativity constantly flowing towards us, so that we can buy more and more, increasing the level of negativity in us, sometimes very severe in so many people. That is why we have more people suffering from anxiety and depression. Definitely negativity, definitely overthinking, definitely not able to use our potential to the fullest because of those negative information which is stored in us, right? So what do? We Now what is when we talk about bypassing our unconscious mind, right? So NLP and hypnosis are techniques which help us bypass our conscious mind, connect with our unconscious, so that we can uh, leave suggestions there, influence our unconscious mind, change that information in the unconscious. Now this is not consciously possible. Consciously I cannot go and delete the images of tomato, right, so that next time I see a tomato I don't recognize it. But I can bypass my conscious mind. Somebody can help me by bypassing the conscious mind, connect with the unconscious, and make changes at the unconscious level. So this is what NLP and hypnosis does: bypassing the conscious, connecting with the unconscious. Right. So we have a NLP coach program. NLP Become a NLP Life Coach program. This is a 4-hour session, absolutely free, where we talk about what is coaching, what is counseling, how they are different, how they can be used together, what are NLP techniques, how you can use NLP techniques to as a coach and as a counselor. So this is, so if you are not enrolled so far, you can go to our website www.apolloleadership.org, and you can click the link and register there, or you can message us on the number from which you receive the Zoom link, and we will share the link for registration for this Become a NLP Life Coach. Now this life coach model works at 3 stages. First is that we will using techniques, we will remove negativity at the unconscious level. Now just removing the negativity doesn't mean that your positivity has increased. We will use some techniques to you increase positivity as well, and then help you achieve your goals and dreams so that you are successful. Success means, based on your definition what is success, we will help you achieve that, right? So we will act as a counselor and a healer, motivate you and coach you to reach there, right? So what we can do, we can help you improve your self awareness, help you change your belief systems, your perceptions, help you improve your attitude, make it more positive, help you deal with stress, help you deal with health issues or addiction, help you remove past painful memories, limiting beliefs which are stopping you from taking calculated risk in your life, help stopping you from realizing your potential, untapped potential, help you deal with psychosomatic diseases. What are psychosomatic diseases? People feel pain in their body, they go to the doctor, doctor says everything is fine, x-ray, sonography says everything is okay, person still continues to feel that pain. Sleep disorders, I have helped many deal with their sleep disorders. People were not able to sleep for days, 3 days, 4 days, and you could see that frustration on their face. You can help them sleep, very essential for our body. Help them deal with their fears, right? Like I was sharing, help them realize their untapped potential, what you are capable of doing, which you are limiting to yourself, help you find purpose of your life, help you find solutions to the challenges you are facing right now, opportunities. There are so many opportunities even today, but we are not able to see those opportunities, we are not able to identify those opportunities because of the mental blocks. We will help you remove that, help you improve your communication with self, environment and others, help you achieve success, attract health, wealth, money, happiness, improve your relationships, right? So what we have done is we have designed a transformation workshop. This is for the participants who don't want to learn NLP but want that somebody should use NLP process and help them achieve what they want. So help them remove those negativity, increase positivity and help them succeed. So what we do is, the process we follow is, now the batch is already going on. This will be over in 2 weeks time, then we will start the next batch. uh, the dates, I will tell you the dates. It is in June. So first what we do is, as soon as the participant registers, we have a call and we understand what the participant want to achieve in this process. Once I have understood the process, what the participant wants, we will define a goal that okay, this is what you want to achieve. Then we will start using those techniques, with the help of which we can remove negativity, increase positivity and create that future at the unconscious level, right? And do it continuously, regularly, right? Now what we are going to do is, we are going to do 3 sessions. When I say 5, it is written, so it will be like 3 sessions. We will do it in group. So we will use common techniques for all the participants who have registered. 2 sessions we will do one to one. So 3 sessions in group on Zoom and 2 sessions one to one, which will help you remove negativity, increase positivity and achieve success. So the investment for this is only 2,700, right? And you will also get a certification of participation, right? The second which we do is NLP certification course. Here we teach participants to use NLP so that you can use NLP on others. Plus, if you want to teach NLP to others, you can do that as well. So it's like a train the trainer, where you learn the NLP techniques, now you are capable of teaching it others as well, or you can use it in your profession. Now this is a program where it's a complete 30-hour program, 5 Sundays, 6 hours every Sunday, 5 Sundays, where we are going to learn 25 NLP techniques and 20 powerful topics which will help us as a NLP practitioner. Step by step learning. So every time, every Sunday you learn some theory and you learn some techniques and you practice it with each other as well during the Zoom session, right? You will also learn to design your own techniques. You will know how to make these techniques work on everyone. Like uh, Dilpreet was saying, he learned this NLP technique but couldn't practice it. One of the major reason is, if I give you some steps, 20 steps, that you say this, and it will have impact on everyone. Do you really think that same 20 steps, if repeated on everyone, is going to give you same results all the time? What do you think? If yes, you can write yes. If you can say, if you think no, then you can write no on the chat box. If I give you certain steps कि NLP technique है, इसमें ऐसा ऐसा बोलना है, give you 20 pointers and you start telling it to everyone, will everyone have the same effect? So Harish says no. Couple of more responses. What do you think? Will same steps have same impact on everyone? So thank you very much for those responses. Asha says no, Dr. Kinjal says so. Obviously the answer is no. So I need to know how to make these steps work on everyone. So if I am saying this 10 steps and it is not working, what should I do? That also I should know. So we will learn how to make it work on everyone. We will also learn how to use it on self and how to use it on others as well as on the group. This is though it is an online course, it is completely practical. See, I have done all these counseling sessions online. For all the different issues, people come to me. Now, because we shifted to online, one beautiful thing is that now people consult me from all over India and even outside India, and I can do it because of the online platform. So these are online sessions, completely practical. You learn these techniques, and you also learn how to use it online also, and when you are face to face, how to use these techniques. Same. You will learn manifestation, which we are going to practice now, meditation techniques, group techniques, plus after the certification is over, 5 days, doesn't mean that now you are on your own. We will meet regularly and we will do practice with each other, so that you don't forget those techniques. You learn and you improve and increase your confidence. You will also learn deeper and wider applications of NLP. When you learn NLP, what happens is you learn only techniques, but you really don't know what are the applications of these techniques, where all this technique can be used, right? So कहाँ कहाँ इसको इस्तेमाल किया जा सकता है? That is something very important. So how to use this in coaching? How to use it when you are doing a training program? How to do it in counseling? So all those things we don't know. So this is what happens when we learn these NLP techniques right now with me, because I am a corporate trainer. I do a lot of training programs, personal effectiveness, leadership skills, time management. So how do you combine these techniques with your program, so that when you close your program with an NLP group technique, the impact of your session increase manifolds. So wider applications of NLP, you can conduct your own programs after you do the certification. Now how do you conduct? Because you acquire those skills, you have practiced those skills, you can teach others easily, right? So this is useful for leaders, managers, trainers, facilitators, coaches, corporate employees, people who are into motivation speeches. Sports person should learn this, sales and marketing professionals, because it is all about communicating and influencing. Counseling, therapy, mental health practitioners, relationship coach can use this. Sports coaches can use this NLP techniques for their sports sportsmen. Entrepreneurs, self-employed professionals. We had doctors, lawyers coming attending our program, and then software engineers, IT engineers, for psychosomatic diseases, for healing, for meditation, yoga, gym instructors, stress management. Dietitians can use these techniques. Now for dietitians, yoga practitioners, there are their students, they come, right? uh, their clients, they come, they probably come for 3 4 days, then they are not able to discipline themselves and come frequently or regularly. So you can help them to come regularly to the classes using NLP techniques. Mental health practitioners, teachers, students, they all can learn these NLP techniques. uh, People who want to start their own coaching and counseling, they can start using these NLP techniques, right? So what do you get during this program? You get handouts, you get recordings of the demo session. So whatever theory we cover, we will give you handouts, we will give recordings of the demo sessions. Lot of recordings are there on my YouTube channel. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, we will share the link. You have to search only Sanjay B Goel, SNJYB GOEL, and you will find my YouTube. Or you can type Sanjay Goel NLP in Google search and engine, and you will find my profile. So you will get handouts for the theory part, recordings of the demo, so that you can keep it, refer them in future whenever you want to. And then you will get practice sessions after the certification is over. We will make a WhatsApp group, and we will keep on sharing reminders whenever these practice sessions are happening on Zoom, and you can always join them. So what we are doing is till 30th April, now it is May, sorry, so till 30th May we are giving 50% discount, and you can pay, instead of 28,500, you can pay only 14,250 and complete this certification. And you can also pay it in 3 parts, 4750. This program is starting from June, right? So this is going to start from 19th June, Sunday, 5 Sundays. Now what do you get? You get 2 certificates. One is NLP Life Coach and NLP Practitioners Course. Now NLP Life Coach, because we have learned that half day program, you attend half day on 22nd May, uh, because you have completed that 4 hours plus you enroll for this NLP Practitioner course, then you get NLP Life Coach and NLP Practitioners 2 certificate you get, right? And what we are going to cover is, these are the topics, theory, techniques. When I start the session, I will keep this in front of you. We continue to learn, and I will continue to highlight whatever we have covered, so that we complete whatever is there on the screen. At least this is minimum during these 5 days. Plus there are a lot of things we can cover depending on how much time we consume to practice all this, right? So this is about NLP practitioners course, plus we do leadership development program. So anybody in their corporate, in their companies require this leadership program, you can always connect with me. Now to practice this technique, manifestation technique, where very quickly we will reduce the negativity, increase positivity, we will try to do it in one technique itself. For that you will have to keep your videos on. So this is going to take around 15 minutes. So if you have 15 minutes more to spare, I will do this technique. You can write yes if you have time, and we will go ahead with this. But you will have to keep your videos on, because I need to see you while I give you suggestions. Without seeing you, it will be very difficult for me to give suggestions. So only if you are comfortable keeping your videos on right now, we will go ahead with this technique, experience this technique. So I will wait for a couple of seconds. You can type yes if you are able to keep your videos on, or otherwise we will close the session. Or if you have any questions, you are free to ask. So thank you, Arunji, for keeping your video on. One or two more videos if you keep on, I will manage with at least 2 3 participants, at least 3. because by chance if Arun's video goes off, then I will don't know what to do. And I believe me, if you spend 15 minutes, you are really going to experience, you can really experience something powerful. Okay, so if you have any questions, you are free to ask.
Just one question.
Yeah, please.
You mentioned that we can bypass cautious mind and feed to the subconscious mind.
Right.
So, if we generally it's said that when we are sleeping, our cautious mind is not working, but our subconscious mind is working.
Absolutely.
If we play some lectures while sleeping, do we learn?
Not really. I will tell you why. Because see, all our five senses are, when they receive information, they will first give it to conscious mind, and then it will go to unconscious mind. Right. Now, because our conscious is sleeping, so we will not be receiving any information. So it will not go in our unconscious mind. Right. However, when you see newborn children or children up to 5 years, 6 years, right, when they are sleeping, many times when you talk to them, they will respond, they will smile sometimes, right. Now what happens is, till that age the conscious is not so developed, right. So information can go directly in the unconscious at that age. However, as we grow, our conscious starts developing. So our conscious mind will start analyzing first before passing on the information to our unconscious, and then after then it becomes difficult. It is almost impossible.
Okay.
Right? If you are in that semi-sleep state, right? So you are not 100% sleeping. So then there is a possibility, because your conscious is tired, right? So it will not process the information. It can go directly in the unconscious, but not when you are completely sleeping. Kind of semi-sleep state, then it is possible. I trust I have answered your question, and thank you very much. That was a good question.
Yes, I got the answer. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So anything you have to ask, you can. Okay.
Yeah, hi, Mr. Sanjay.
Yeah, Harish.
Mr. Sanjay, I would like to know one thing. How we can, take a relief from the painful memories.
Right. So if you close your eyes and think about those memories, so you will see certain images, some videos, right. So there are techniques in NLP with the help of which we can bypass the conscious, connect with the unconscious, and dilute those memories. So if I tell you to close your eyes and think about an apple, right, you can obviously see an apple, right. Now when I tell you, what do you see? How for example, if you tell me to see an apple, I can very clearly see an apple in front of me. I can define color also. I can tell you where this image is, how far it is from me when I am seeing that image, right. So this image is there in my unconscious mind about this apple. I can dilute this image. So those painful memories which are there in our mind can be removed. I did a group activity. It is there on YouTube. You can check that. It is there on
Okay.
YouTube. Right. So there are techniques in NLP with the help of which you can dilute those elements. See, why those? See, those memories are of past, right? But still they are affecting you. Why? So we call it as painful memories. So they are past memories. Right? They happened. चला गया वो. But why
नहीं
they
फिर
are still
साथ में
affecting?
चलेगा. No, it is going to be effective in the present as well.
Yeah. Why? वो तो होके चला
Because
गया
it
ना.
always, वो तो चलता
बिकॉज
रहता है ना, दिमाग में चलता रहता है ना.
हाँ, तो दिमाग में चलता रहता है, इसका मतलब क्या है, वो आपके अनकॉन्शियस माइंड में स्टोर्ड है अभी,
करेक्ट.
और उसके साथ कोई इमोशन अटैच्ड है.
हाँ.
पेनफुल मेमोरी मतलब क्या है, उसके साथ कोई पेन अटैच्ड है. सो अवर का अनकॉन्शियस माइंड स्टोर्स इमोशन. तो इमेज है, इमेज के साथ पेन है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, बचपन में मुझे मेरे पिताजी ने बहुत जोर से चाटा मारा था, राइट. तो बहुत टाइम बहुत बार मारा होगा, लेकिन वो सिचुएशन में मुझे ऐसा वो याद रहा कि अभी भी मैं सोता हूँ तो कभी कभी मुझे याद आता है, तो मुझे लगता है यार मेरे पिताजी ने मुझे क्यों मारा, है ना. So there is some emotion attached to that memory. Now when I go to the unconscious, bypassing the conscious, because consciously I cannot change that information. लेकिन अनकॉन्शियस में जाके मैं वो जो फीलिंग है मेरा और वो जो इमेजेस है, मेरे पिताजी मुझे थप्पड़ मार रहे हैं, मुझे लग रहा है मैं कैसा महसूस कर रहा हूँ, वो सारा मैं डाइल्यूट कर सकता हूँ. फिर आप उसके बारे में सोचेंगे तो आपको इतना असर नहीं करेगा वो.
ओके, बट इट इज रिमूवेबल आपके कहने का अनुसार.
हाँ हाँ, ऑब्वियसली, ऑफ कोर्स.
ऑलराइट, थैंक यू सो मच.
And you don't have to tell me what is that past painful memory is. That is the best part of NLP and hypnosis. आपको
Okay.
मुझे ये बताने की जरूरत नहीं है कि आपके साथ बचपन में क्या हुआ था. मैं दो मतलब एग्जाम्पल दे रहा हूँ आपके साथ, मतलब किसी के भी साथ. उसको आके अपने को सारा डिटेल बताने की जरूरत नहीं है. वो खाली ये कह सकता है कि कुछ मेरे पास इमेजेस है, कुछ है मेमोरीज जो डिस्टर्ब कर रही है. वी कैन टेक हिम इनटू डीपर सबकॉन्शियस लेवल, bypass the conscious, go deeper, and then we can, there are techniques, there are two techniques. One is if those images are not very severe, then we can use a canvas, ask the subject to see those images in canvas, see them being washed away, getting cleared, and then create new images on that. That is one way. If they are severe, then we have a theater technique. तो हम उसमें क्या करते हैं, उनको लेके जाते हैं थिएटर में. वी डिसोसिएट देम फर्स्ट, ताकि वो जब डीपर स्टेट में अफेक्ट ना करे, तो हम उनको डिसोसिएट करते हैं. तो वो अपने आप को देख रहे हैं थिएटर में बैठ के, और वो जो इमेजेस है थिएटर में चल रहे हैं. फिर हम उसको डाइल्यूट करते हैं, और फिर जब सब्जेक्ट बाहर आ जाता है तो ही फील रिलीव्ड ऑफ दोज पेनफुल मेमोरीज. मैंने एक ग्रुप में भी किया है और उसका रिकॉर्डिंग मैंने यूट्यूब में डाला है, आप चेक
अच्छा,
कर सकते हैं.
ठीक है
कैनवस वाला मैंने डाला है, जो सीवियर केसेस के लिए, नॉर्मल केसेस में हम यूज करते हैं.
सर. राइट सर.
या श्योर.
थैंक यू सो
Thank
मच
you.
मिस्टर शुक्ल.
Thank you.
थैंक यू सो मच.
थैंक यू. So I will just take up some question. I think something has come up on the chat box. I will try to read this. When we keep remembering unconsciously those painful memories, Asha, many times a day, then how many times we need to apply? See, when you apply NLP technique, most of the time एक ही बार यूज करके हो जाएगा. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा आपको 2 से 3 बार करना पड़ेगा, इससे ज़्यादा नहीं करना पड़ेगा. और एक ही दिन में नहीं, आज आपने किया, एक वीक के बाद करेंगे और एक वीक के बाद करेंगे. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम आई विल से दैट ऑलमोस्ट 100% ऑफ द टाइम, वंस यू यूज द टेक्निक, and most of the issues will be taken care of. So you don't have to kind of come again and again, ऐसा बहुत महीनों तक आना पड़ेगा, ऐसा नहीं है.
सर इज इट ट्रू कि जो हम ज़्यादा सोचते हैं हमारे सपने में भी आता है, सी इन आवर ड्रीम्स,
हमारा अभी होता क्या है.
continuous thoughts.
So see what happens is why do we get dreams? So what happens is, whatever, so we have you can say that two types of memory. One is long term memory, which is our unconscious mind, and there is a small memory at our conscious level which immediately stores information. तो कोई भी बहुत सारी चीज़ें तो जो दिन में हमारे साथ होती है, we are not able to process everything during the day because we are so busy. As soon as we go to sleep, what happens is, lot of information which is stored at the conscious level is being processed unconsciously and stored in our unconscious mind. वो टाइम पे क्या होता है, बहुत सारी चीज़ें, बहुत सारे इमोशंस which are no more relevant to us, they are vented out by our unconscious mind. That can happen through dreams. तो आप क्या होता है, जैसे आप बहुत सारी एक कोई सी भी चीज़ के बारे में ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस्ड आउट है, तो हो सकता है क्योंकि वो आपको वेंट करना है, यू हैव टू रिमूव दैट आउट फ्रॉम योर सिस्टम. तो जब आप सो जाते हैं, तो बिकॉज योर माइंड इज प्रोसेसिंग एट द अनकॉन्शियस लेवल, फिर वो उसको वेंट आउट कर देगा सपने में. कभी कभी क्या होता है कि देयर आर सम ड्रीम्स विच यू सी रिपीटेडली. नाउ दिस ड्रीम्स कैन बी अ कम्युनिकेशन. इफ यू आर सीइंग सिमिलर ड्रीम्स रिपीटेडली, then that can be a communication from our unconscious mind. So again we have a technique through which we can request our unconscious mind to go deeper at the unconscious level using NLP hypnosis, and then using NLP technique we can request our unconscious mind to help us understand the meaning of those dreams. That can also be done.
So are we using any apparatus or something to do this technique? Like, you know,
I
for
am sorry.
hypnosis, are we
Yeah.
using any kind of apparatus for?
No, no apparatus. So it is only pure suggestions. You can watch my videos on YouTube. I have
Okay.
done many, and they are all on Zoom, all online. So you can see, and you can also see the impact it is creating on the subject, on the person whom I am doing this technique. Many times you could looking at their facial expression and their body language, that droop in the shoulder will tell you they are really in a deep state of relaxation. And many times they will respond to my suggestions, they will answer my questions also during that uh, process.
Okay. I'll definitely refer.
Yeah, thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
Suhani,
Thank
for
you.
that question.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So anything else you have, or can I close the session? Okay, so great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your participation and your valuable time. Very nice connecting with you. Do stay connected. Don't miss. Please watch my videos on YouTube. It will give you a lot of idea. NLP and hypnosis in combination are really powerful, and they are capable of bringing about the extraordinary changes in our lives, right? So do watch those videos, come and attend the program on 22nd May, join our different platforms so that you get regular updates about our program. I do a lot of free sessions on leadership, NLP, hypnosis and so on, and learn NLP. It's one of those beautiful tools and techniques which will help you bring about transformation in not only in yourself, but on the people also, for the people whom you are interacting or who come in your life. Thank you very much and have a wonderful life ahead. Good night, take care. This is Sanjay Goyal signing off. Thank you very much and bye.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
sir. Thank you